Welcome back to the Ultimate Dallas Sports Show. It's our very first episode. We really appreciate you tuning in. And listen, this is not your typical sports talk show. We're going to gamify it. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And I think Andrew's got something maybe nefarious cooked up for us.
Nefarious might be a little strong, but we're going to have some fun. We're playing a little bit game called True or False. We mentioned off the top, Masters right around the corner. We thought it'd be a little bit fun to do a true or false in preparation for the big weekend. Joe's already got his putter right next to you, or his backup putter, as we like to say. These statements can be about the Masters or the golfs themselves, so get your paddles ready, and let's start with a softball.
Okay.
Tiger Woods has famously won 5 Masters tournaments, but he only has 2 green jackets. All right, 3 false, 1 true. The correct answer in this one, a little Sunday red, it is false.
Ding, 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 ding.
Now, this one should have been fairly obvious to people who know the Masters because you're only awarded 1 jacket after you wear it. However, with Tiger, there's a little caveat, and I was curious about this. He was much younger when he first won his first title, in '97, mind you. And then when he came back in 2019 and won it, much older. But as he famously said after he put the jacket on, it still fits, which is pretty impressive at that age, I'll just say.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Next up, Augusta National shut down during World War II and became an arboretum.
That's a good one.
I know.
See, I told you were going to be nefarious about this. I'm going to say no way.
It is indeed false. You guys are all on this one.
I got one.
And Teresa's on the board. All right. This one was actually, instead of becoming an arboretum, it became a cow pasture. They completely wrecked the grounds entirely, which is out of character. But it didn't last long. They switched it back around in 1946, and the rest is history. They picked up right where they left off.
Yes, indeed.
All right, our third statement, true or false. Scotty Scheffler is afraid of heights. And feel free to discuss. I'm curious what you guys are actually thinking when you're giving these answers here.
I'm thinking that I'm totally guessing. I have no idea. So we'll just, have a disclaimer there.
I appreciate your transparency. with Scotty, listen, I don't know how he could be afraid of heights with the heights that he's reached with his golf game. Are you kidding me? That guy just keeps going up. I'm going with false.
All right, Joe's false. Teresa's true. What do you think, Mac?
This is the reason why I'm doing this. This is no different than when I took the SAT. I'm like, there's no way they're going with 3 consecutive falses. So it's kind of like the A, B, C, D. I'm like, well, there's no way they're doing that again. I don't know the answer. I'm just going the way the previous 2 answers went.
Little game theory here with Mac, and it actually works out this time. It is true.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, Scotty Scheffler is afraid of heights. This was in an article by Golf Digest.
Hey, I got your back, Scotty.
Whatever works, man. All right, statement number 4, true or false. As a child, Jordan Spieth used to cut his own lawn so he could work on his game.
Oh, that sounds totally on brand with Jordan.
I agree. That sounds
totally. Yes, indeed. And after he cut the lawn, then he'd go and they'd sneak into the Byron Nelson.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
He skipped graduation for the Byron Nelson famously in 2011. But this is indeed true. He did do this. And I can also say for a fact that as soon as my parents are seeing this, they're wishing it was me doing it instead.
No doubt.
All right, moving on now. Our 5th statement, true or false. Scotty Scheffler's hobby is acquiring and maintaining high-end sports cars.
Oh, have you seen the? Listen, I know this. I know this. No way. He kept that old beater of a car for years. He might still be driving that thing.
Joe is taking away my punchline here. 3 falses, 1 true, and it is indeed false.
Right.
Scotty actually used the same car he had in high school up until at least 2022.
By the way, we got one more question, and after that, I'm going to excoriate AC, our producer.
Oh, come on.
Just
I got
wait,
you on
folks.
one. I got
Just
you on one.
I'm teasing you for that. Watch this.
All right. Here we go. Final question. Joe Trahan has played around at Augusta National.
Oh, that's too easy.
Is this true or false?
That's too easy.
Now, Joe, hold off on your answer,
I am.
obviously. Okay.
Does Joe know it?
First of all, bless the 3 of you, but unfortunately, it is. Oh. Listen, not yet.
Not yet.
You
That's
can't
the caveat.
ask to play at Augusta if you know a member. I do now know members at Augusta, And while I can't ask them, I can't ask the good Lord
The Lord can't get on
to
at
grant
Augusta.
that wish. By the way, I just want everyone to know that before we taped this, our producer, our esteemed producer,
Esteemed.
thought that I was only going to get one of those
No,
right.
no, no. He's
That's
misquoting me
what you
here.
said.
This is fake news, all right? I told him for a fact he wouldn't only get one, but I could guarantee he was going to get one right because of the last question, which he did. I hope he did.
I got 5 out of 6. Thank you very much.
You know what?
Impressive.
He
Very
is indeed
impressive,
a golf
Joe.
expert.